How you feeling after that war, man? How's it going?
Oh man, great. I cannot even express like how happy I am to be fighting here in Los Angeles. That's basically the city that everything starts. I came here from Brazil in 2010. I had only 3 fights, and I started fighting like a local shows all over here, Los Angeles, and RFA, and then I fought RFA like in other cities, and then I defend. First time there was the RFA champion was here in LA against Jeff Kern, defending my title in LA again, and then when I signed UFC. So tonight was, the happiest night of my life. Being fighting here in Los Angeles, I felt like fighting like in Brazil. Like I have been fighting Brazil UFC since 2014, and the feelings that walking tonight and fighting the octagon was, I felt like I needed to bring that victory. I felt that was fighting like for my people. So I have my family, my wife's family. They're all from here, South Bay, and they're all here tonight watching. So for me, it's a special night for sure.
It seemed like you were enjoying the fight while you were in there, and enjoying the fact that it was a back and forth war. It almost seemed like you were really like happy about it while you were in the cage. Did it
Oh
feel that
man,
way?
I love those kind of fights. The fights that I don't like it, that was the fight against John Dodson. Fight that I have to chase someone, and the other guy is not interested to fight. Respect him. That's the style that he likes to fight. But I like to fight. I like to bring like exciting fights, like the fights tonight, the fights against Robbie Font, the fight against Justice Coggins, against Russell Dawn. Fights that we both go back and forth. The crowd gets crazy, everyone get up and starting like and that's the kind of fight I like. The aggression, the ancient tournament. That's all the fight game is about.
Was he tougher than you thought he was? Because he absorbed a lot of shots.
I knew he was very tough. That all the fight previews that I watch it, but I was impressive that because I got him with a good shots, like on the head, on the body, on the leg. And another thing that I was impressed that was his guillotine defense. That's something that I do very well, and he was able to capitalize and escape from that choke. So I tried to finish the fight first round all the way to the end, but he showed very skills tonight, and it's very tough.
There
And
were
young,
there were a couple times where you had him hurt on the feet. He fell down, and you went for a submission instead of going for the finish. Were you trying to get a spectacular, submission finish kind of?
I'm a finisher fighter. I like knockouts and submission, but definitely I have way more submissions. But if you see all my fights, I knock, I hurt people standing, and then I go to the finish. And tonight I try to do the same, but I attack a foot lock, I attacked a guillotine a few times, and he was able to defend after I hurt him standing. So I was fighting there and here the crown. I it didn't watch the fight yet, but definitely like what a lot of people was telling me right now walking here there was a good fight, and I believe so because I heard the crowd and it was like I even had like a butterfly in my stomach one time when we got up and the whole crowd started like screaming. I was like, oh shoot, you know what I mean, we were fighting. So I'm very excited.
What's next for you? Do you think? What do you want next?
Aljamain Sterling, I think that's much respect to him. He's a great fighter, nothing personal. That's all the fight game is about. I'm number 9 and he's number 8, and I think that's the fight that makes sense.
Is it his style, the fact that he likes to bring it forward? It seems like you're
Actually,
looking for those kind of
actually
fighters.
he doesn't. He he's smart. He has a good wrestling. He has a lot of chokes from different position. Long guy, but I want to make that look dirty. Chase him, make him fight back, and I believe that's gonna be like a good fight.
Are you the kind that you just want the guy that's just right ahead of you? I mean, are you going to be one of these guys that wants to start jumping ahead? You don't seem the type to start calling too far ahead. You just want to take the guy that's next in the pecking order. I mean, is that going to be your style eventually, or do you just like getting these wins after wins after wins
Yeah,
and let the championship play out for itself?
I follow what my heart tells me, and I think that's the perfect time to call someone out. And like I said, no, nothing personal against him. He's, I met him before. We spoke. He's a great guy, but that's the fight game. He's ahead of me in the ranking, and he's a great fighter. And I think that's a fight to happen right now. It's gonna be a good fight, and whatever UFC wanted to make that fight happen, I would be ready to go there, and try to do my best to be a good fight like I just did tonight.
You're training at American Top Team now. You're down in Florida.
Yeah,
Why the change?
for the last year and a half, I have been training American Top Team. It's gonna be my fourth fight,
Wow. Okay.
fighting, training American Top Team. I moved to South Florida with my whole family. I used to train here at King's MMA in Black House. I have a great friends here. Rafael Cordero, he's the head coach from King's MMA. Kenny Johnson, Black House. I spoke with both today, and I have a lot of respect and love towards those guys. But I felt that American Top Team is gonna be like a nice step for me. There's gonna be like a nice like challenge, and will definitely putting me like in a different level in the fight game.
Did you feel the pace of the fight kind of catching up to you toward the end?
Oh yeah, he's tough. He didn't want to give that fight that he was fighting all the way to the end. I knew he was hurt hit on the leg and the stomach and the head, and he was keeping coming very aggressive. And yeah, he was pushing the pace the whole time. So did I, and that's what make the fight so interesting. In the people were liking and screaming. Yeah, it was crazy, man. I'm very happy.